All of you, good morning students. Second year zoology, digestion and absorption. Today topic, absorption of food materials. Absorption of food material. Absorption of food material. So absorption means the process of end product end products of digestion is entered into the mucosa to blood or lymph. Absorption means the digestion process, the end products enters into the mucosa to blood or lymph. These are the circulations enter from the blood circulatory system or lymph circulatory system. So these are called the absorption. Absorption means the digested food materials, the digested end products like carbohydrate digestion, amino acids, they are the end products. They are entering from the blood or blood circulatory systems. Next one, proteins, the end products are the amino acids. The amino acids are entering from the blood circulatory systems. Next one, the fats, the glycerol and fatty acids, they are entering from the blood circulatory systems. So they are the end products of digestion process. The end products enter from the circulatory systems. So they are called the absorption. So the absorption process are the three processes. One is the passive transport. Second one, active transport. Third one, facilitated. The absorption of the three types: active transport, passive transport, facilitated transport. First one, the passive transport. Second one, active transport. Third one, facilitated transport. First one, passive transport. Passive transport means there is no loss of energy. There is no loss of energy. There is no loss of the energy. These absorption process, there is no loss of energy. They are the concentration gradients. The absorption from the concentration. Concentration gradient. The food materials are absorption, but these absorption process, there is no energy loss. The diffusion process, the simple diffusion process. They are the concentration gradient. Concentration, though high concentration to low concentration or low concentration to high concentration, they are the transport, but there is no loss of energy. These type of the transport is called the passive transport. Passive transport means there is no loss of energy. Second one, active transport. Active transport means these are the loss of energy. In the active transport, the loss of the energy. The food materials are the transported process. Some energy is the lossage. So these are called the active transport. Active transport means they are the loss of the energy. So they are called the active transport. Third one, facilitated transport. In the facilitated transport means they are these transport along with another molecules like sodium, like Na plus. So they are the transport the one material, one food material, the one digested food material transport these are along with the one electrolytes. So other electrolytes combination. So they are the one food material, they are the transport, but they are not transport, they are presenting on the along with the one electrolytes. These two is the transport. This type of the transport is called the facilitated transport. Passive transport, active transport, facilitated transport. Passive transport means there is no loss of energy, there is no loss of energy. Active transport means they loss of the some amount of the energy, they loss of the some amount of energy. The facilitated transport of these transport, these process along with one electrolytes, along with the another molecules. So they are called the facilitated transport. Next one, in the human body, the absorption of the alimentary canal in the many regions. In the alimentary canal absorption, the alimentary canal absorption from the mouth and stomach and small intestine and large intestine. Mouth, stomach, small intestine and large intestine. Absorption in the mouth. Absorption in the mouth. Absorption in the mouth. The mouth, they presenting on the blood capillaries, below the tongue presenting on the blood capillaries, the mucosa membrane, that membrane below the mucosa membrane presenting on the blood capillaries. In the mouth, the absorption of drugs. Absorption of drugs. In the mouth, below the tongue presenting on the blood capillaries, the lining of the blood capillaries, these are absorption of the some drugs, absorption of the drugs. So they are the absorption in the mouth. Very important neat question. Where is the first starting place of the absorption? First starting place of the absorption. Option A mouth, option B stomach, option C small intestine, option D large intestine. The first absorption starting from the mouth. In the mouth, below the tongue presenting on the blood capillaries, they are the some drugs are the absorption in the mouth. Next, second one, absorption in the stomach. Absorption in the stomach. The stomach is absorption from the water, salts, drugs. They are the absorption. Water, salts, drugs, they are the certain water, some salts, some drugs are absorption in the stomach. Next one, absorption of a small intestine. Absorption of small intestine. Absorption of a small intestine. The 90% of food materials absorption in the small intestine. %90 of digested food materials are absorption in the small intestine. How much percentage? 90% of digested food materials are the absorption in the small intestine. Next one, the absorption of water and electrolytes. Water and electrolytes. Water and electrolytes. Absorption of water and electrolytes. The water is absorption from the osmosis process. Osmosis process. Water is absorption from the osmosis process. The water is absorption in the osmosis process. Next one, electrolytes like Na plus. These are the absorption in the active process. Active process. Calcium ions, so chloride ions. So they are the transport from the. These are the passive process. These are the active process. The absorption from the water and electrolytes. Water and electrolytes. Water is absorption from the osmosis process. Sodium ions absorption from the passive process. Chloride ions transfer from the active process. So these are the absorption of water and electrolytes. In the small intestine, absorption from the carbohydrates. Absorption of carbohydrates. Absorption of carbohydrates. Absorption of carbohydrates. The carbohydrates end products are the amino acids. Amino acids are the maltase, sucrase, lactase, galactase. First one, the glucose and galactose. Glucose and galactase. Some amount of the glucose is transported to the active process. Some amount of the glucose is transport to the active transport. Next one, some amount of the glucose is transport to the passive process. Some amount of the active process, some amount is the passive process. The absorption of the small intestine of the carbohydrates. So in this seeing this diagram, they are the lumen of the small intestine. For example, this rough diagram, they are the small intestine. So these are the lumen, the lumen of the small intestine. Next one, so these are the microvilli. So these are the microvilli. Absorption regions are the microvilli. Next one, these are the epithelial cells of the villi. These are presenting on the epithelial cells. These are the epithelial cells. Next one, epithelial cells to blood circulation. The blood circulation or lymph vessels. First one, so they are the lumen of the small intestine. The lumen of the small intestine presenting on the glucose, galactose, fructose, amino acids, short chain fatty acids, micelles. They are presenting on the lumen of the small intestine. First one, absorption of the glucose. The glucose is absorption from the some amount is the active process, some amount is the passive process through the lumen of the small intestine to microvilli. Lumen of the small intestine to microvilli. In the microvilli to blood vessels. Microvilli to blood vessels. These are transferred to the facilitated diffusion. Facilitated diffusion means along with the other electrolytes. They transfer to the facilitated diffusion. Second one, absorption of carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are the glucose. First one, glucose. The glucose is some amount is active process absorption, some amount is passive process absorption. Next one, fructose. The fructose is absorption from the facilitated transport. Facilitated transport means along with other electrolytes. So they are the fructose is a facilitated transport. So these are the absorption of carbohydrates. Glucose, galactose. Some amount of the glucose and galactose transport to the active process. Some amount of the glucose and galactose transfer to the passive process. They are the absorption of glucose and galactose. Next one, fructose. The fructose is absorption from the facilitated transport. The fructose is transferred to the facilitated transport. So they are the absorption of carbohydrates. Next one, absorption of amino acids. Absorption of amino acids. So the amino acids are absorbed from the some amount is the active process, some amount is the active process, some amount is the passive process. The amino acids are absorbed from the active process or passive process. Next one, short chain fatty acids, short chain fatty acids. So they are absorbed from the simple diffusion, simple diffusion. Next one, absorption of lipids, absorption of lipids. Lipids are the insoluble, lipids are the insoluble in water, lipids are the insoluble in water. Lipids are the insoluble in water. So there is no entering from the blood circulation. These lipids are entering from the lymph vessels, lymph circulatory system. These fats are does not entering from the blood circulatory system. They are entering from the lymph circulatory system after they entering from the blood circulatory system. So first one, fats are the converting to the micelles. The first one converting to the micelles. The micelles are converting from the long chain fatty acids and monoglycerides, is converting to the long chain fatty acids and monoglycerides. These two, the simple diffusion process, the diffusion, simple diffusion process entering from the microvilli, microvilli. The microvilli to entering from the epithelial cells. These epithelial cells, they are converting from the triglyceride, converting from the triglycerides. That triglyceride covered by the protein coat. These are called the chylomicrons. They are called the chylomicrons. That chylomicrons, they entering from the lumen of the vessels, lumen of the lymph vessels, entering from the lumen of the lymph vessels. That lymph vessels to entering from the lymph circulatory system to left subclavian vein. They are present on the left subclavian. These left subclavian vein to enter from the blood circulatory system, blood circulatory system. So these are the absorption of lipids, absorption of lipids. So lipids are the insoluble in water. There is no direct absorption. So they are converting from the micelles to long chain fatty acids and monoglycerides. They are the simple diffusion process, the absorption. After the formation of the triglycerides. The triglycerides are formation of the chylomicrons. That chylomicrons are the absorption in the lymph vessels. The lymph vessels to left subclavian vein. That left subclavian vein entering from the blood circulatory system. So these are the absorption of the in small intestine, absorption in the small intestine. So these are the lumen of the small intestine, these are the microvilli, these are the epithelial cells of the villus. So they are the circulatory system, blood vessels and lymph vessels. They are the glucose absorption is the active process or passive process, galactose active or passive transport process, the fructose only facilitated transport. Next one, amino acids. The amino acids are the active process or passive process. Next one, short chain fatty acids, they are absorbed from the simple diffusion, Next one, the fats, they are converting to the micelles because of these are the insoluble in water. So they are converted to the long chain fatty acids and monoglycerides. The simple diffusion process, they are the absorption. They are converted to the triglycerides. The triglycerides are converted to the chylomicrons. That chylomicrons entering from the lumen of the lymph vessels. That lumen of the lymph vessel to subclavian vein. That subclavian vein to entering to the blood circulatory system. So they are the absorption of in the small intestine. Next one, absorption in the large intestine. Large intestine. Absorption in the large intestine. So the absorption in the large intestine. So there is no, they are the small amount of absorption of water. There are absorption of water, absorption of minerals and absorption of drugs. These are the absorption of some water, some minerals and some drugs. So these are the absorption in the large intestine. That large intestine only some amount of the water, some amount of the minerals and some amount of the drugs are the absorption. So these are the absorption of the food material. Absorption means the end products of the digestion process, that end products entering from the mucosa to blood or lymph circulatory systems. So they are called the absorption. Absorption is the three ways. One is the passive process, active process, facilitated process. Active transport means there the loss of the energy. The passive means there is no loss of energy. The facilitated means along with electrolytes. So these are the three types of the ways of the diffusion, transport. Next one, the absorption of the elemental canal, the absorption in the mouth, absorption of the stomach, absorption of the small intestine, absorption of the large intestine. 90% of absorption occurring from the small intestine. These are the absorption topic.